no downtime at all. Ever.
Hey everyone, welcome to the shop. So today got some fun stuff happening. Exciting day today because the right axle is coming for the four-wheeler that you're sitting on. Y'all know I got the wrong axle. It's for the right vehicle, but I don't know. There's an Italian style and something. I got the Italian style. I don't know. I had to buy a whole axle. Yeah. That's done. Whatever. Beautiful thing about a shop like mine is you can open the door like there and sweep all the dirt back into the cold storage. Save the pink rag though. That's a good spot. What do you think of my new motor? Used motor, junkyard motor. It is a new old stock now. You'll see this garbage up here. Well, unfortunately, I have an idle. So I gotta figure out how to get a ring out of there. But that's okay. So it'll also need some parts out of mine. Because this is a non-turbo. But research shows as long as it's healthy, you can turbo it. I just got to change the oil pan, the exhaust, AC's coming off, AC delete, maybe, I don't know. Should be a good AC on here. Put new seals on it and charge it up. Yeah. I need to start taking parts off of this thing though. Parts need to start coming off everything. I love this tool. Came with the house. I might need to use a different vice grip though. There we go. PV glass there. Well, tried what I could. I gotta go get wood. Holy cow. With a glove, a hammer, and a big bolt. And lots of patience. I was finally able to get this, what's called pilot bushing. It moved like a 1/16 of an inch. So let's see if we can grab hold of it in this big hole. Slide hammer, vice grip, and see if I can pull it out. Come on, baby. Maybe I need to just keep doing what I was doing. I was using a glove. Got it! Yeah, I think it's pretty awesome.
You want to keep a marble?
You want me to keep one?
If you want, you can keep whatever
I
you
want you
want.
to give me a cool one.
A cool one? This is my special one. I'm gonna call it my rare one. Oh, this beautiful.
Thank
guy.
you.
Welcome.
Keep it right in my pocket.
Whoa,
Uh-oh.
I'm not really good at catching those things. I got I'm gonna try it. Yes, I caught it that time.
Get to report. Really waiting for that axle.
The marble that I just gave you, you can keep it forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now can I watch some?
No, look at how beautiful it is.
Please. I played for a long time. Please.
No. I guess you are. Hey. Love you.
Now there's some in our yard. I kind of got some grass out of the ground. Good thing it was dead grass, right?
Yeah, that's fine. It's okay.
Okay.
How dare you! I'm so upset that you damaged your grass. Oh, you're gonna make me cry.
For real? Yay!
I'm missing one bolt. Typically, you want a long screwdriver or something, you put it down the cylinder and you tap under the piston. Oh. And it should be right there. And then you'll turn it back and forth and see if it's at the top, dead center. Each way it'll go down, okay, and down. So that is top dead center. The timing of this motor is that. There's a notch on this. Dead center there. It looks like it could be off. It looks like the exhaust could be jumped. Can you pick your lion up off the floor there, please? All your toys up off the floor, actually. Thank you! Welcome, Dad. You're the best dad ever. Oh, thanks.
Daddy.
What?
Daddy.
Well, thanks for the compliment.
Love you, Dad.
I love you. Well, the oil looks pretty. It smells like exhaust. Now the exhaust to jump timing. The exhaust valves are a little wet. Well, I'm thinking there's blow by. Because it was, when it was supposed to be letting exhaust out, it wasn't. And when it was supposed to be closing, it was going kablooey. See dirt and grime and typical stuff. Nothing majorly bad. It doesn't look like it was the healthiest ram motor, but its life of abuse is soon to be over. All right, enough yakking. Let's get back. This is how we do it. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, to pull that off, get that off, but you just don't have none of that. It's good. Meow. 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 What am I doing?
Why are you doing that?
I'm getting this engine ready to go into that car.
No! 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 No!
Yeah, watch out, cat. If you land it, I can get it to stop spinning. Let it go down. Okay.
That was a
I'll
crash.
be down when it crashes. Uh-oh. Careful when you crash. you want to lift it? You can see this strong girl lift this motor up. That's high enough. Just high enough to be dangerous.
One more?
Yeah, one more.
Ugh.
There we go. I'm gonna make sure
Can
it's
you
tight.
watch Spurs now?
What?
Can you watch Spurs now?
Yeah, but make sure you shut this door. This door is the most important door to shut.
Thank you for letting me watch Bob's Burgers.
Now, being that this, I don't know if I've told you guys, this is a non-turbo motor. Now, it's a 4G63, but it's not the 4G63T. The difference between them really is this one's missing a vacuum port here. The motor mounts are a little bit different. And the pistons. The pistons are a little different in this, higher compression ratio. It's just not meant to take the boost. But we're going to find out what it'll take. I've looked online and they're supposed to safely be able to handle the stock power. Now this motor is just to get that car back on the road because it's more of a, this is something I want to work on for a while. This is when I'm an old retired grandpa, I want this to be my, you know, my Sunday cruiser. That's what I'm working on with this car. And, or at least, you know, maybe I'll trade this one for whatever car that'll be, but this is my turbo block. This is the one that came out of that car, which is, you know, the other difference is this has the oil squirters right there. You see those squirt oil up at the bottom to help keep it all cool. Now, again, 10 pounds, 12 pounds, 14 pounds of boost, that should be fine. I don't plan on running much more than 10. I'll be running a boost controller. Oh, and the other difference too is the knock sensor. So I got to put this knock sensor on that motor. And then I got to get all the fittings for the turbo, which you can see I've already stripped a lot of the stuff off for the turbo. Has already been moved over to here. This whole part, the oil filter housing, has this extra sandwich plate, which allows coolant, comes from there into the sandwich plate, and it comes back up to the turbo. And then I've got, or no, that one comes up to there. Yeah, it cools the oil. You know what? I don't know. It's been a while since I've worked on one of these, but I'm figuring it out. I've got my Chilton's manual, so with that all said, what we got to do next is this oil pan is a non-turbo. Difference is right there. A turbo oil pan will have a drain, much like that one. Now this oil pan isn't perfect. It's got a dent there. I mean, the whole bottom's dented. I've actually had to pound it out. All these parts are parts I'm using. Basically, I'm using all my garbage parts that are going to be parts that I don't, you know, that'll need to be replaced, but they're usable to build this. And then all my good parts, because I've got some oversized pistons. I'm going to bore that 130 thou over. It's got some new bearings for it. It's got all the new gasket kits. This I didn't even rip the head off. I just did a new valve cover gasket. It's going to get a new oil pan gasket, new timing belt, new balancer belt. I'm going back and forth on the pulley belts. They might just get what I had. All new hoses, stuff that can be reused on the car, I'm replacing. So the motor mounts, those are getting redone. All the antifreeze hose, the vacuum lines, all of that's getting redone, and the electronics that needs to get redone. Anything that'll stay with the car. Now when it comes to the motor, I'm going to leave this thing as bare bones as I can. And like I said, the internals are all stock. I've actually already changed out this tube here because the original one did not have a fitting here for a turbo, or the fitting here, which is, yeah, it goes down to the sandwich plate, whatever. All that being said, what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be changing this oil pan over. So I've got the turbo oil pan on it. I might modify this one so I can use this with the turbo, but I don't, you know, because this one's just as dented as that one. I don't understand how people do that. How do you hit that? Like, you jump in these cars? I mean, they already sit ridiculously high off the ground. So anyways, everything said now, I have never once said this is a how-to. This channel is for entertainment. I'm just showing y'all my life on the farm, what we're doing out here. So, that being said, don't get ideas from what I do, because what I do isn't necessarily the right way. What I do is what I do. What you do is what you do. And basically what I'm trying to say is if you have a motor suspended in the air, don't go beneath it. It's just a stupid idea. Don't work beneath anything suspended without proper safety stuff in place. With that being said, I'm going to be risky. this oil pan looks pretty good. Now if you look, that oil, there's no sparkly flakes in it. There's a couple chunks, but nothing major. The oil actually doesn't look bad. The only thing I noticed is a little bit thin. And yeah, it reeks of gasoline. So that's not the greatest sign, because that means when I tested the injectors, I'm pretty sure one of them was bad. But like I said, there's no metal shavings, so. Well, somebody broke their four-wheeler. Yeah, the chain's been a little loose on the Sun-L, so it broke that, and that's not the master link. There's the master link. It broke a regular link, so I'm gonna have to try to pinch those back together and do a bush fix out where it's at, and then bring it up here to tighten the chain, because I really want to get that motor done with. In that car, and then that car on the ground, and then the vroom, 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 psh, vroom, psh, cool turbo noises. Nah. I love the sound of the exhaust on those things through the turbo when you got like no exhaust. Anyways, I'm gonna fix this chain and take it out there. Gosh, I'm tired.